Why can't people accept being pressed down when buying pigs in the mountains? Not every pig has the same price. Some pigs are fatter, some are thinner, some have been raised longer, some were sold early. Two pigs that look almost identical can actually be very different. So bargaining over price is normal. That day, the negotiation happened near the village entrance. Several men stood beside the pig pen, smoking. The price had already been offered. The difference was not large. The discussion could still continue, back and forth, a few more rounds, slowly moving toward the middle. That kind of scene was very common. Neither side was in a hurry. There was still space, still room to move. The price was not fully locked yet. Add a little more later, and the deal could probably continue forward. Then a young man walked over. He stood there listening for about 2 minutes. Then suddenly, he threw a cigarette box over. What kind of fantasy are you thinking about? The moment that sentence appeared, the air tightened instantly. Hands that had still been moving slowed slightly. Someone looked up briefly, then lowered their eyes again. Nobody responded. The whole scene stopped there. The atmosphere that could still move forward was suddenly cut apart. Originally, both sides pushing back had only been negotiation strategy. The price could still be adjusted. Words could still be pulled back. The whole thing could still be softened again, even though both sides were pushing. The situation was still under control, but after the cigarette box hit the ground, that state started changing. What was once only surface-level resistance started becoming something that had to be defended. Just moments earlier, people could still negotiate slowly. Now nobody stepped back. Just moments earlier, there was still room left. Now, both sides started pushing forward step by step, and the whole thing started becoming harder and harder. The young man's state also started rising upward, little by little. He stood there. His face started turning red. His breathing became heavier. His voice grew harder. Even his speech started trembling slightly, and the atmosphere around him started changing with him. Just moments earlier, people were still responding. Now, nobody spoke anymore. Just moments earlier, people were still smoking. Now, someone held a cigarette for a long time, without bringing it to their mouth. The money was still there. The price was still there. But those things slowly moved backward. Then suddenly, his father spoke sharply to him. The voice was not loud, but heavy. The young man paused. His face was still red. His breathing had not fully calmed down yet. But his voice started lowering, and his whole body started pulling back inward. That state, which had kept pressing upward, slowly started fading, little by little. Someone started speaking again. Someone lit another cigarette. The atmosphere slowly started moving again. The price returned to the table again, and the matter could finally continue forward. Later, I kept replaying that moment. What truly changed was not only that he wanted to sell for a higher price. More importantly, he wanted to control the situation, control the rhythm of the negotiation, decide when to push, decide when to pull back, decide who retreats first, decide who gives way first, and only then did I begin realizing something. Many times, what people truly want to hold on to is no longer the result itself. It is control, dominance over the situation. And if that is true, then what exactly does dominance mean?